Welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Sherry.
And we're here to celebrate the first day of spring.
Spring has sprung.
So the calendar says, right?
That's so true. Mother Nature had some other ideas today, honey.
Yeah, she said, not today.
Not today,
because last week it was so unseasonably warm. We started pulling out the jackets, look, putting the coats away, and look, had on our shorts and our short sleeves. Look, we got the toes done,
Yeah, look,
ready for the spring.
Was ready for it. Everybody that is except for my toddler. You cannot convince, you can't reason with a toddler.
Right.
This dude still wanted his toboggan, his coat, and
his galoshes.
Yes, honey, and out there just hot, and I'm like, honey, not just wanted it on, but mommy zip. And I'm like, honey, you can't do that. But he's out there, sweat just pouring, but there's no reason.
Right.
And so spring is a time that typically represents rebirth, freshness, vividness, and pruning away the dead, you know. So, and pruning away is so necessary because you have to remove the dead in order to make room for the new.
Right.
It's so necessary to do that because sometimes you can look at what once was. It was, but it no longer is, and so you have to get rid of it. I'm taking a look at what Tyrus today. We have those I call it monkey grass. I'm not sure if that's the term for it or not, but we have those, and he used to always prune those away, and I'm like, why? I mean, because they would be looking nice to me, and he's like, no, it's necessary to do that. And then once the spring comes and they start blooming and everything, they are so beautiful. So
that's so true.
So I'm reminded of that. You have to get rid of, even if you don't think it's necessary, you have to rid those things that are just dead.
Right.
To make room for the new.
Right. And if I could go ahead and add scripture to that. In Isaiah 43:19, it says, behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth, right? Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. So if you think about it, the deserts are dry. But if he's promising water flowing, look at that. Water flowing, then there's going to be some things in a desert. A lot of things are going to spring forth. Life is springing forth, right? So you got to read that and think about it. Some things, when you start believing in some things and you start allowing things to manifest, some water is going to spring up in your desert, right? So you just got to hold on to it and like she said, remove the things that no longer serves a purpose. Prune those things that are dormant, because even talking about spring, the annuals, they're in the ground and they're preparing to come up. And so we're just waiting on the right time, the right temperature for them to blossom, right? Come up and blossom and just watch the beauty in them, right?
That's so true.
So again, just whatever your desert is, it doesn't always that just because it's a desert doesn't mean that it's going to be dry always, right?
That's
because he's promising you flowing, flow, right?
He's promising you flow. So you may be in a desert, you may have some dry areas in your life, but they're not going to always be dry. As she said, the water is coming. So when this overflow, we're going to speak of overflow. When this overflow comes, you're like, whoa, wow, this is spring. It really is happening.
Be ready.
Right. This is, so we were teasing about Mother Nature and just getting a peek of it. So even when you just get a peek of what's coming,
awesome.
Be ready to receive, because that those dry areas won't be dry for long.
So true.
And as we always wrap it up, we hope we weren't too long, and we hope we were impactful. We say that a lot, but that's what this is about.
That's what
being
it's
impactful, know. And so again, as we always end it, like us,
share us,
talk to us, talk about us, talk to us, leave us some comments.
And even if the comments, if you don't agree with us, that's fine too. God bless you.
God bless you, because it's not going to be for everybody at every time. So, just leave us some comments and go ahead and hit that subscribe.
All right. Happy spring.